Hello everyone, Pallytime here, and welcome back to Pathfinder and the Wrath of the Righteous. We just finally found Seela's friend here in the market square, and there's just a small section of the market square that we have not explored. The fights in this area have been getting progressively more and more difficult, and there's been fighting around every corner. Last episode, we went against some demons that nearly ripped my entire party apart. Luckily for us, ahead of us seems to be some friendly recruits. Maybe they could tell us what's going on here. Maybe they could tell us a little bit about the situation. We are looking for a few of the disciples of Desna, who were the group that were fucking with the Wardstone a few episodes ago. But I have literally no leads as to where they are. It's simply if we stumble across them, great. If we don't, that kind of sucks. We have rested a few times in this area. The corruption is starting to gain, but I think everything is under control. I think we're doing just fine. I might need to rest again sometime soon, but we may just head back to the main tavern that everyone's in, the one that's protected by the Paladin Ward spell to keep that place safe. Last episode, right at the very end, Woljif had a run-in with a ghoul.
Starting with me.
And he got bit. And now as a result of that, he has the ghoul fever that hopefully this episode, we're going to put that behind us and cure him of that. And on that note, let us set off on today's adventure. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for being here in Twitch chat as well. So sweet it is to kill, a demon says up ahead, as many crusaders are starting to wail into this thing. Whip! Oh! That's why there were ghouls. That's why there were ghouls. I was just saying, remember, we're recording episodes for this series every Tuesday and Thursday on Twitch. You guys are more than welcome to join us for those live streams. So a couple ghouls up ahead. Camellia is going to be up first. We're just going to have her swap out to a crossbow and try to take a shot at one of these guys before shit gets too real. That crossbow shot is going to connect for 5 damage to the back of the ghoul. Seeing that, we are also going to see Ember follow suit with a shot of her own. Quick question. 2, maybe 3 episodes ago, and kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Kill it, Dad.
Time to share your treasures.
That's good damage. I don't want to be hit again. A few episodes ago, we may have, I'm not going to point any fingers at anybody, but we may have completed a demon summoning ritual and summoned a demon that immediately teleported away. Was that the same demon that we just saw? Did I do that? Hammond is going to move up to the ghoul to his right. The one that's threatening Liz, and seeing that his claws bash into the head of the ghoul, sending it flying. Liz now fires off a divine bolt at the ghoul immediately in front of her, connecting for 2 damage. Land pulls back his arrow. Point blank is on. 1 shot is going to be enough to finish off the ghoul closest to him. And now everyone's going to stand still. Don't attack, don't attack, don't attack. Okay, we're good. Okay, we just got killed this round. That was stupid. I should have done melee. Actually, I'm running out of attacks here, team. She doesn't have point blank, but oh, she does. Excuse me, but it's still connected. Camellia is the one that doesn't have point blank. We are going to see Woljif move up to the side with daggers in hand. 1 swing is all it's going to take for 14 damage from that sneak attack. Let's move up to the area that we can investigate on the floor here.
I did it.
Gray hair, ashen skin. This person fell prey to a Nabosu. The demon sucks the very life essence from its victim and transforms them into ghouls. We saw it happen. Did we really need a religious check for that? Oh my goodness gracious, look what we have. Potions to replace what we've been very quickly going through in this area. These long swords don't look like they're anything worth selling, just common guard armaments. You know, I didn't want to do it, but let's rest. Let's get everyone together, get all of our spells back. If there's ghouls up ahead that can curse us, I need to have everyone in full fighting form. It's going to be 2 days while we rest.
Everyone dies, and I don't even get sick. Why is that?
Sorry, my camera was a little off center there, unfortunately. Does Ember really not know why she's a witch? She seems so I don't say naive wrongly, but or like as an insult. Corruption 1. Should I just leave, dude? We're pushing on. We're pushing on. We're pushing on. We're brave. This is the last area of the city to explore, and we are going to explore it. Or the last area of the marketplace to explore. We're going to see everything. Now is not the time to back down. You can use our lockpicks on this chest to the right. There's a rat next to it.
I hope you appreciate
We do find a scroll of enlarged person and a pearl inside as well. I hear more roars off in the distance that continuously just make me feel uneasy. Just really make me feel uneasy. An ink set as well as a few other miscellaneous items. We'll just go ahead and collect these two. More dead.
Forwards.
I was gonna say civilian. Oh,
Backwards.
we have full-on zombies in the next area. Zombies. Okay.
The road calls me.
Liz is going to reach out with her hand and summon in an entire forest worth of roots to entangle these zombies so they could not move forward. This looks like it's some kind of graveyard. We'll just pass the saving throws. He's cured. We did it. I told you we were going to save him.
Grab these. Shred them!
Well, whoever was over in this area knows that we are here now, and it's actually... there's some zombies as well as something called a shadow in here in the back. What the fuck is a shadow? Okay. Well, the good news is they're entangled, and they will remain that way for the foreseeable future. We are going to see Ember move up to the side, still in stealth. Sela, move up to the front. Woljif, pull out his bow. Camellia is going to move to the left as well. Hammond right up to the front line. You know where he goes. Lan, can you shoot this turn, bud? He sure can. Lan's gonna fire off a shot at this zombie. One shot, one kill directly to the head. That's what I'm talking about, Lan. Let's fucking go. Ember now scooching forward with a shot of her own from the crossbow, but it is not going to connect. And the zombie slowly begins his march forward. The shadow, however, seems to be flying over the roots that we have placed down and gets immediately in front of Ember. I mean, if there's ever a time to try using Smite Evil. I've never used this before. He looks like a goddamn scary ass ghost to me. Let's try it. I take it didn't work. Or is it like a debuff? Where's the shadow on the turn order? Oh, he is a chaotic evil undead. Well, that's good. More zombies moving in from the graveyard trying to get towards us, but the roots are doing their jobs. This guy's in a perfect location for... Damn, that negative penalty.
Woljif
gonna fire off with the crossbow. The sneak attack hitting for 3 damage onto the shadow. Camellia is going to do the
I'll
same.
cut you wide open.
2 damage onto the shadow. Liz now summons in a primal elemental of fire just behind the shadow. He will attack on his own accord. It's not for me to say when he attacks. That's not my job. Hammond's going to take 3 swipes at the shadow now. 1 connecting for 2. 3. 7 damage. Lan now pulls back with 2 arrows of his own. 6 to the shadow. And it's been killed. With no body left on the ground. I think we're going to keep everyone's feet planted, actually. I was going to move up a little bit to have Sela ready for the zombie, but I think instead we just use our archery, our crossbows. As these guys move up, we just hit them with a shit ton of spells. The elemental is moving forward. It is going to finish off a zombie all on its own and then proceed deeper into the ever-twisting vines ahead of it. Liz, standing right the fuck there. The next zombie inches closer towards our fire elemental. But again, I'm chilling. I don't think we have anything to worry about. Let me go ahead and turn point blank off. Maybe Lan can get some shots in here. It looks like that did connect, and the second shot misses. Sela standing still. The zombie moving towards the elemental. Is he going to take a swing? Indeed, he is not going to. You don't have point blank, so just shoot it off, bud.
Treasures.
That did 1 damage to the zombie. The elemental taking its turn. 2 damage to the zombie. Now Lan is going to pull back with his bow again.
Strike count.
Dealing 9 damage and finishing off the zombie for good. So what was up with that shade guy, the shadow guy? What was he all about? I wasn't ready for someone to fly over the vines that Liz placed down. I wasn't ready for that at all. Speaking of which, Liz waves her hand over the vines in front of her, and they retreat back into the earth. The party steps up to read this tombstone.
I did it.
A dug-up grave and other clues indicate that a necromancer has recently conducted a ritual here. Well then. Well then. Everybody move up together. Let's go. No loot off of the zombies, huh? Oh, and no way to enter this building. I really thought that a necromancer would be just kind of waiting for me right inside of here. Okay, everyone hunker back down. Let's head up to the high ground here and see what we can see. More embers to my side. That's likely not something that I can fix. There is a fair amount more of this area ahead of us. And we have zombies coming up to the ground again! Shit! Who's been detected? Camellia? Why can't you shoot this guy? Is it because it's a flat-footed round? Or am I missing something here? Let's just have you move to the side. You're chilling. The ghoul is going to... Oh, fuck, it's a ghoul. Is Liz... Your character Liz was attacked while they were flat-footed. Creature is flat-footed when it doesn't expect an attack. Okay, that's fine. But did I also get the disease? I did not. Fuck, I just skipped a turn. Oh, fuck. Lan? Lan, can you kill it? Lan, use your key point, please.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Thank you. Oh, Camellia. Okay, good. Okay, fucking great. Let's throw a goddamn snowball at one of these ghouls. Yeah, how'd that feel, asshole? Ember is... There's a zombie off to the left. This feels much more important, and she does have point blank.
Too late for
So we're gonna fire off at the
apologies.
ghoul in the back. Unfortunately, it does miss. Then Sela with a swing. 11 damage to the side of the zombie. The ghoul. Excuse me, those are different. Another ghoul moving up is not going to connect with Sela. Hammond. 3 swings. The first hitting for 8, the second for 6, and that is gonna be a dead ghoul in 1 turn. Now, Camellia pulls her rapier out from its holster, uses her spirit weapon enchantment,
Today's sacrifice.
and drives her rapier into the abdomen of the ghoul. We are gonna dual wield you, bud.
Cover me, all right?
That zombie's not in combat with us. Golzer, thank you so much for the brand new sub. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams, my dude. Thank you very much.
Always be
All right,
ready
we're
for
just
the
going
worst.
to take this
I'm
take this
curious.
nice and easy.
You won't
I'm
survive
sure
me.
you us no harm, right?
Hey guys, it's over. It already happened. We don't need to do this turn. We're good. Oh wait, no, there's one more. There's one more. Let's just delay everyone to be behind land. Oh god. Oh guys! Guys! It's looking really bad now! Oh shit, it's 8:30, boys. The lights are off. Oh shit. It's time to stop working. I guess the camera has to go too. Camellia. Back to the crossbow. Doesn't have point blank, so probably can't hit that guy. We're gonna take a shot at the zombie. More zombies moving up the back street here. Lan in a bad spot, to say the least. Point blank, back on. Here we go. 3 shots into the shadow.
Endure this.
First for 6, the second for 9. And following up with another 9, another shadow completely taken out from existence. Hammond moves up to guard his friend, but plants his butt right in the way. Now a lesser shadow moving up from the side as well. Looking at land one more time. Sela moving up with radiance in hand for a swing. That swing is going to miss. Shit. I really thought that fight was over. I really did. It wasn't even a joke. I really
I'll hit you.
thought it was so weird I had to go through the whole turn order again. Instead of using my big entangle, I think Liz is going to call on her demonic ancestry, fire off a web into the back corner, ensnaring 3 of the zombies inside of the sticky substance. Woljif does have his daggers in hand, is going to move up for a sneak attack on the side of the lesser shadow, and that shadow is going to be completely taken out.
I'll cut you
Camellia
wide
tries to
open.
line up another shot with her crossbow, this time hitting for 7 on the first of the ensnared zombies. The others trying to move up but not getting much bearings here. Point blank is going to connect. Hammond circles around to the left side. It looks like the far left flank is clear. Sela's going to move up a little bit too, but nothing crazy. These zombies seem like they are totally ensnared. They're not able to fight against the movement. Careful, Ember. Sorry. My bad. My bad, Ember. Gago Thief, thank you for the 52 months. That's a long 52 months. My God. Do you think I can demoralize a zombie? Hey, what is this? The Walking Dead or something? Okay. Woljif back to the crossbow, aiming at the zombie on the right side. That shot goes over its target.
Spirits demand
Camellia
your blood.
aiming for the same one. Connects for 4 damage. Lan
You've crossed the wrong
shooting
line.
at the same zombie. Easily punctures the skull and takes them down. Sela continuing to flank up the left side just in case this thing starts to move. Ember is completely ensnared, it looks like. Zombies are immune to the condition shaken. Well, I guess that answers my question. Maybe they're totally enwebbed. Maybe that's what's happening to them. Oh god, I haven't even been using point blank. Well, I'm not throwing the dagger from that far anyway. Woljif takes a shot of his own. It does connect for 5 damage this time. Camellia again with another shot. The bolt flies true for 2. And the zombie slowly begins to come to life, inching forward. Is it really life, though? Can I really say that?
Survive me.
Lan finishes off the altercation.
Well,
no problem at all.
For adventure.
Liz once again dispels her controlling effect on the ground so that the party may reconvene onto this side.
Are we playing?
Wait, quick save. I was not expecting to fight zombies today. More dead on the sides of the streets as we're pushing through. The city has fallen at last! How glorious! Now I can stop pretending to be a shopkeeper and spend all my time as my true passion, reanimating the dead. Well, great. Wonderful. Liz reaches forward with her hand once more, but this time, instead of regular vines, sickening vines envelop her adversaries in front of her.
They will break against
Did you get it off?
resolve.
Did you do it? Did you do it? Did they see you? Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That's bad. She's very far forward. Ember's gonna move up. Then use... Oh, you can move up a little bit more, a little bit more. Then use burning hands on the 2 zombies immediately in front of her. Immediately killing one and severely damaging another. All of a sudden, a bear appears down the street and runs forward to save Liz. Now, as I was saying, Liz stretches her hands out. And vines of the sickening sort overtake her enemies. Hey, quick question, chat. In Divinity, if I hit tilde, it kind of highlights all of the enemies for me. Is there a button I can press to do that too? Because I don't know if you noticed. Maybe it's just me, but I can't see shit in here. What? Oh, it taps great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Woljif.
Cover me, all right?
Firing off shot with his crossbow into melee, 10 damage on the sneak attack. Lan is going to use his key point yet again, turn off point blank, and fire off all of his shots at the cultist necromancer. Shit, he had to move. That was a bad call with my key point again. And the fucking shot missed anyway. Sela moves up to the front line and holds her post. The necromancer casts haste on all of his allies. Now they can move through the vines even faster. With Camellia, I'm going to get her out of stealth, first of all, and she can take a shot at this zombie as well. I know the real target here is the necromancer, but most of my party is still out of range to really deal damage to him. Ooh, you think I can get burning hands on the necromancer? Probably not. Well, this necromancer suddenly hears an ear-piercing scream radiating inside of his mind and takes 3 damage as a result. Oh, he has a lot of health. And Ember moves slightly off to the side. Shield of Faith, cast by one of the cultists as they move through the vines. Hammond turns to face this target. 1 swing, 2 swings. Oh, the target has been completely fucking decimated. We now see Liz move up and she says, maybe you should have stuck with your day job. It was not effective. I gotta be honest, coming up with insults to just yell at all of my enemies really brings me a lot of joy. That's some fun fucking improv. Did it succeed? He didn't glow like he normally does. Ew, fucking whatever. I fucking insulted him anyway. He got what was coming to him. Woljif is going to stick with the crossbow on his back, fire a shot off at the necromancer, hitting for 9 damage as that attack lands. Are we in range this time? Indeed we are. So let's use the key point in a good way and fire off 3 shots with Lan. The first connecting for 7, the second connecting for 9, and the third attack being dodged. The necromancer just above 50% health now. Sela is going to can I just delay you behind the zombie so we can see what it does? The necromancer casts blindness, although I did not see who he cast it on. It looks like it was Liz, and she passed the save to not be blinded. The zombie didn't move up. I don't think Sela's going to do anything this round. Camellia taking a shot at the necromancer, hidden in the back as well. This shot connects for 1 damage this time. Ember stretches her hand out in front of her as flames engulf the 2 targets closest to her. Burning hands completely melted one of the zombies that was still remaining, and the cultist that stands before her is scarred pretty severely. Hammond moves up. First swing does miss, the second connecting for 7 damage. That's going to be the end of that problem. And now Liz summons in a snowball to throw at the necromancer inside of the twisting vines. That snowball, unfortunately, gets lost in the tangle.
Distract them for me.
Woljif with a shot does not connect. Lan will try one more time. First shot connecting for 9, the second for 7, and the necromancer barely holding on to life at this point. Sela's not going to do anything. Camellia with another shot. If it connects, it did. Hey, maybe you should have stuck with your day job. Eh?
Shall we move?
Maybe you should have stuck with your fucking day job. Liz once again reaches her hand out and dispels the entangling roots in front of her. We have some loot on the ground. These glaives sell for a decent amount, even though they are heavy. Scroll of remove paralysis. Another masterwork glaive. Oh, look at this one. A +1 glaive. Unidentified as well. Liz was able to identify it. Let's see what that glaive was. A glaive popular among Baphomet warriors. Touching this handle is enough to sense the latent evil within this weapon. Oh. I don't know if I like that. There's also a rune here on the ground. This disfigured corpse are laid out in a neat pattern in preparation for an unknown ritual. Well, it looks like we interrupted the ritual. Does that fight get pretty gnarly if we don't take care of the necromancer quickly? Like, does he just keep summoning in his friends over and over again? I was kind of nervous walking into that. I've never encountered a necromancer before. I've never even encountered a necromancer in D&D. All right. We'll grab what loot we can here. There is a little more of an intersection of this side that we haven't seen, although I don't think I can get to it from here. Yeah, we'll have to travel from over this way. Right on the stairs.
Trail me.
Let's have everyone kind of hunk down again. We don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves. You know what I wish this game had? A formation change for when we're in stealth.
No.
For some reason, we were immediately spotted by some local wildlife. A fiendish giant fly moving towards Sela. Hammond's going to come out of stealth, open up with 15 damage in only 2 swings, enough to take the fly out almost immediately. Now we see Camellia moving up to the side. Should have pulled out her melee weapon, but it seems like it doesn't matter. And seeing as how the combat isn't over yet, something else must be afoot up ahead. Oh, yes, indeed. I learned my lesson last time. Sela, once again, just barely out of range. Not able to engage here at all. Land from stealth is going to fire off 2 shots. Unfortunately, I forgot to put point blank back on. But luckily for us, he's still connected with that shot anyway. More enemies still seem to be hiding in the shadows. We're going to continue to sneak Woljif forward until he gets spotted. And it looks like Woljif actually spotted another one of our adversaries, a giant centipede hanging out in the back. This one is a fiendish centipede. Hammond will move up to the side of Sela with a quick swing, take out the remaining animal. Hey, chat, who do you think has the better body count at this point? Who do you think has gotten more kills? Do you think it's Hammond? Or do you think it's Lan? I think it's between those two. Hammond's been fucking ripping and tearing, dude. There's a lot of dialogue happening in this area to my right. Hello? I saw we leveled up. I'm super overwhelmed by the leveling up stuff, so I'm going to save it for just a little bit later. I assume we're almost done with this area. Rebeldom, the actor. Even the huge pile of junk isn't enough to block out the exclamations coming from beneath it. Reveal, O dearest darling, beauty of mine. Why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I called friend a time, but love, 'tis like an ocean friendship. Ah, well, what the fuck? But, Willis, this is someone else. This is Kim, the Soundmaster. But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? Booms a deep masculine, booms a deep masculine voice in response from beneath the same pile. Indistinct rustling follows. Pass me the ale, will you? I didn't have the deep voice ready. I wasn't ready for that. Let's go ahead and try our athletics to move this junk out of the way. The piles shift easily, revealing an interest in some kind of cellar. There is an interesting looking chest among the items. Items receive a silver ring, jade, green quartz, and 2 ports. The Soundmaster was the one with the deep voice, right? Look! The door is open, and now we are completely at the mercy of whatever's up there. If it really is a demon. Grandma Gretlin, the director. We have nothing to fear. We have the power of inspiration, after all. But hand me over my ladle and the rolling pin. I wasn't ready for a loading screen. Oh, they came out to meet me. Hey guys, you don't
Can't hide from me.
Why'd we pause? Oh, because there's loot over there. You don't think one of these could be the girl that we're looking for who's trying to disguise themselves, right? You don't think it would... No, probably not. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretlin, theater director, and these are the members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props for my Benevolent Lich performance. The one Tina made. Wait, weren't we looking for Tina? It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I put paid to that daft idea, says the dwarf with dignity. Ember says, oh, I've seen your show. You're very funny. Especially your play where the woman slowly climbs onto the chair while singing and then falls off again. Well, it's actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, it represents a tower of rock rising up above a raging sea, like a finger of a giant. And the woman She isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below. Just like I showed her 100 times. But I'm glad you liked it. Were you guys rehearsing down there? We were rehearsing. Our arts distract us from our fear and panic. The dwarf waves her ladle empathetically, doing a fair impression of a conductor. Really? When I'm scared, I eat. We tried that too, but our supplies ran out. But art, oh, art is eternal. Hey, can you guys get somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to our basement in the next street. That's where Lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons when Lambkin's around. Who's Lambkin? Lambkin, says the dwarf readily. Our man lead. He'll protect us, don't worry. We know what we're doing. Okay. Thank you again for rescuing us, stranger. Today you did a great service for Mendevane culture, and perhaps the culture of Galorian. I'm sorry, I fucking cannot read place names to save my fucking life. You will certainly be remembered in future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater. We're following them. We're following them. I gotta see where this shit goes. Oh no! Oh, is it possible to get in that basement? Was it this place? Man, I wish I could follow them. Those guys seem like a good bunch. I feel like we could have some good stories with them. You know what I mean?
Wherever my legs carry me.
At the end of the day, you know, they'd be singing about something. There is a tree trunk here that is a mobility check to get across. I don't know if it's worth even trying. No, 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 no. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that even a little bit. We're going to charge in with Sela. Radiance is not going to connect with our target. We're going to delay his turn to at least be behind Hammond. Camellia is going to run to the front line. Ember's going to run to the side. I'm trying to spread out everybody else. Hammond's going to move up into melee range. Lan off to the right. Woljif over here. And Liz. Okay, let's see how bad this fucking gets. Swing of Radiance on Varak. I believe this is the demon I summoned and then it teleported away. It's gonna take 4 damage. And then Spore! Stunning Screech! Stunning everyone in range except for Ember, who somehow saw through what was happening. She's going to cast a vulnerability curse on our adversary. The curse does not stick. Now everyone misses out on their turn as they were stunned. Sela coming back to her senses. Another swing of Radiance is going to connect into our enemy, dealing 8 damage. And now he casts Spores. This is bad. It's very bad. It's very bad. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's fucking bad. This is fucking bad. This is fucking bad. Sela has been taken down. Seeing this, Ember tries an ear-piercing scream.
Go.
To no. Hammond, 3 swings. The first misses, the second misses, and the third misses. Lan does not have any more key points, but fires a shot into the gigantic demon.
Time to share your treasures.
With a sneak attack of his own, does not connect either. Liz is going to cast Ray of Sickening on the beast. And it looks like it was successful. We're going to see Sela move to the other side of the demon.
The light take you!
5 damage to the back. Oh, Camellia was the one that was taken down. I didn't even realize that. I thought it was Sela. Okay. We're gonna go back to just archery stuff if you can.
Too late for apologies.
I don't know how to get her to do
I'll
that.
hit you! Go.
Were we priming it last time? How do I tell you to just fucking shoot? Okay, well, let's not worry about that. Hammer with 3 swings to the back, 3 damage. Followed by 4 damage, and then a miss. Land.
Make every strike count.
29 damage. Yes, Land, yes! 29 damage into our adversary. That is incredible. Woljif with a sneak attack does hit for 14 damage as well. If you right click it again on her turn, it'll turn it off. Got you. Okay, so then I'll be able to shoot with her bow again. Got it. I can't demoralize this guy, but what I can do is put a flare in front of his eyes. And oh, he missed. He beat the save by 1. Sela, staring into the eyes of the demon, takes another swing with radiance. Unfortunately, it does miss. Now the enemy trying to swing back at her. 15 damage.
This will leave a bruise.
Another 15, and Sela is now on death's door.
You won't stop us.
So I need to right-click this. Perfect. Okay. We could try to heal Sela.
Surrender.
Instead, I'm going to take a shot. And it misses. Hammond, 3 swings. 4 damage to the back, a miss, and 5 damage. That's 9 for the turn. Camellia still laying face down in the dirt. Land with 2 shots. The first connecting for 5, the second for 11. 16 damage this turn. Another sneak attack from Woljif goes right by our enemy. Can't get in there. Let's try the flare again. I can't tell if it worked. Liz fails to overcome the spell resistance of rock. I skipped her fucking turn! I'm so trash! Oh my god!
Help me.
Ember fires the
Too
shot.
late for apologies.
It misses. Hammond, seeing Sela die on the ground next to him, swings out with his claws, but misses. What? 3 damage on the final swing. Land now with 2 shots. Holy motherfucker, guys. Is everyone okay? Oh my god, I'm never going to complete a summoning circle ever again. I'm never going to complete a summoning circle ever again. I think I learned my fucking lesson. We're not about summoning circles. That's not what we're here to do. Thank you for all the claps, chat. That makes me feel at least a little bit fucking better. Oh my god, I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that at all. Stories told to us by spirits, the knights with the hollowed hands. Canabras Medium Alliance Publishing. The demon puts 2 plates on the table in front of me. One each, a bleeding human heart. Look, he says, the right one belongs to a noble and righteous man, a loyal servant of Amade. The left one is the heart of a murderer and a scoundrel, but something tells me they taste exactly the same. I remain silent and don't move. I couldn't if I tried. One of my hands is pinned to a wide armrest with a knife thrust to the hilt. Ugh! The other similarly pinned helpless on the table. The demon circles and carefully brushes away a strand of hair that's stuck to my forehead. Your silence saddens me. Don't waste your time on this performance, monster, I say, though I have scarcely the energy to breathe. If you wish to torture me, go ahead. If you wish to kill me, then kill me. My life is in your hands, but my soul is not, and it will never be. The heart on the plates in front of me continue oozing blood. They've only just been ripped from their owners' bodies. The right one apparently belonged to my partner, the left to the criminal we were escorting. But the demon who'd set his lair and the old mill killed without discrimination. He walks around the armchair and stops behind my back, placing a clawed hand on my shoulder. This is not a performance at all. It is a feast, and I will be sated. No, not with this. He could see my eyes still on the hearts. With you, it's your heart that's in front of me now. So helpless. Claws on my shoulder tighten a bit. Goddess, help me endure. After a moment, the demon continues. You know what you don't understand, you zealous servants of law and good. He seems to like the sound of his own voice. It was you who brought us to your land. The more of you who gather here at the edge of this world wound, so brave, burning with righteous wrath, the more like me will come from the abyss. Not just because we want to win a war and conquer your world. Perhaps our lords want this, but trust me, they are as far removed from their subjects as your lords and kings are for you. No, we come for those like you, for the persistent and the proud, who won't break until the end, for those whose suffering is sweet and lasts and lasts, for the sweets. He appears in front of me again, licking his lips. I well know that he'll never grant me a quick death. Oh my god. That's nuts. Oh, it's a little hobbit hole? Did we find that little halfling's home? Holy shit. All right, that's it. Everyone, we're getting out of here. We're leaving. It's time to go. We've explored this area to the best of my capability. We've nearly lost several party members several times. The corruption is starting to take hold on us. We're feeling the wear and tear of this adventure. I'm trying to get to a place that I can exit. Perfect. I don't know if I was supposed to find those other worshippers of that god here, but my people are more of a concern to me. Whoa! Oh god, I saw the price of the wicked longbow and I almost lost my shit. I thought that's what the greatsword was worth. All right, let's get out of here. Oh god, we still have to make it back to town. Oh no! Please, no, wait. No! I just want to go to sleep. Please.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Heal yourself. Heal yourself. Lay of hands. Beautiful. What are we looking at here? Nenio. Hello?
Forwards! No, backwards, backwards!
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment.
The woman produces a crumbled piece of paper from her sleeve and takes notes. Everything's ready for the experiment.
Audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, girl. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
The woman turns to you and for a moment she focuses her wandering, distracted gaze on your face. What?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
The cultist's finger points your way.
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Liz looks at the cultist and just shrugs her shoulders.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause.
It seems the cultist wishes to say something, but the woman won't let him.
Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
She produces a pencil and a crumpled piece of paper from her
We
sleeve.
will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Is there 4 of them here? Yeah. I feel like this is actually 100% something Liz would do. You know, I don't know for sure, but I like the answer with the horns in it.
These answers are wrong. The correct answer is Isergall, a glaive made of red adamantine.
Oh, okay.
This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull. Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
Liz taps her finger on the sides of her head. It's an, how do I say that? An oricus, as a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Yeah, ask them some more. They might get it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
Oh, it's a trick question. It's a PH. It's gonna get you.
B.
Oh, no.
F. A. Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions.
What the fuck?
I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
The cultist throws his weapon to the ground in a fit of anger.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire entourage too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
Can we retreat already?
So, I feel like that went well. She managed to get one of these guys to move away without even doing it. Okay, Ember is going to try to put the first Baphomet cultist to sleep on the left side. It was successful. The sharpshooter takes aim at Liz and connects for 4 damage to her chest. As she then insults the other cultist, "You don't even know what his animal is!" And it was successful. The cultist is demoralized. Sela, if she can, moves up with a coup de grace. Oh, it was just fucking out of range. Just like everything for Sela. Just like everything Sela does. It's just out of range. Hammond moves to the archer that shot at Liz. Woljif might be able to get in range, but he has a crossbow on right now. I'm going to take a shot at the sharpshooter. He unfortunately is going to miss. Camellia, can you move up there? Oh, she also has a crossbow equipped at the moment. She's going to fire off at the demoralized archer. It connects for 1 damage to the center of mass. The archer fires off another shot in retaliation. Once again hitting Liz, who seems to be the main focus of their damage right now. Lan sees the sharpshooter in the back, fires off a shot of his own. The first for 6, the second for 12 damage, totaling 18 and taking that target down. We're then going to see Ember change her focus to the other archer, in which she says the same mumbling lullaby. And the years of the cultists. Unfortunately, they do not fall down to the ground. Liz now moving forward with her scimitar in hand. It's personal now!
Please.
Of course it doesn't connect. All right, coup de grace. Nice. Very good. Hammond takes a small step to his side and takes 3 swings at the archer. The first for 8, 5, and 19 damage as the body explodes. The absence of an answer is an answer too. We saw this guy earlier. The weird one with the mask who walked away when I found him. Yo, bro, is he like the G-man of this game?
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level.
The woman examines the cultist's remains.
What about you, girl? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Iomade. I've been saying that wrong. The woman turns over a crumbled piece of paper. Okay, I know my lights aren't on right now. And I know I got a really dark camera right now. But I want some chat interaction here. What do you think is Iomade's favorite color? Because I have no idea. And I'm assuming we'll be able to pass a check of some kind. Religion check. We haven't the slightest idea. I see several saying red and white. It's either red and gold, red and white. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you. Red and white.
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canabras today.
The one makes a note on a piece of paper.
Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died? Does it just say this? If you beginning a new age of glory on the eve of his return, his clears were cut off from power, and now terrible storms wreaked havoc on the earth. Presumed dead, Aradin's demise ushered the current age of lost omens. Well, from what I know, and from what Chat's saying, no, it doesn't sound like he did.
Your answer is correct. Aradin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the World Wound was opened. The First Crusade started back in 4622.
Great. The woman makes a note on her piece of paper.
Your knowledge would make Mendev's Crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Aurilu Vorlesh bears? Is she the architect of the World Wound, the Lord of the Labyrinth, or the Border Acquisitor of the Shapeless Abyss?
Aurilu Vorlesh. I don't know if I've ever read that name. Have I read that name? You don't know the answer, but you thank the gods you're lucky enough to... You don't know the answer, but you think the gods you're lucky enough to have only 3 options to choose from. All right, we got a couple saying architect, one saying world wound. I'll go with the architect. I'll go with the majority. I honestly have no clue.
That's correct. Most excellent. You successfully answered all of my questions.
Beautiful.
Splendid. Amazing. This is a breakthrough. I thank you for your cooperation.
All right, chat. So this basically turned into one of those situations where, you know, when someone goes on a date and they're wearing an earpiece and it's like, in order to impress the person, they say what people say to them in the earpiece. You've seen that scenario, right? I feel like every time I talk to this character now, I'm gonna need you here because I don't have a fucking clue what she was even talking about most of the time.
It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
The woman blinks several times. How can you finally tell me where you... What are you getting out of all those questions?
It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. And I must admit that you passed the test with flying colors.
Of course I did.
This does offer a glimmer of hope for the future of Crusade. I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It pleases me to see that I was correct.
You know, I have a name. You don't have to keep calling me girl. I'll introduce myself.
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will
okay.
forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
I literally wish there was an option to be like, my name's Liz. Right after she finished saying that, I feel like that's 100% what my character would do. You know, Canabras isn't safe. Should we join forces?
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid. Of course, I agree.
I just wanted you to cast some spells. I don't know about the rest of that stuff. You said something about spells earlier.
Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
Well, you know, if you join me, you're gonna have to follow my instruction. Yeah, who the fuck cares, actually? Yeah, I agree. Let's go.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer.
I like learning stuff.
Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
I can see why. Oh no, our party is full. And I don't know if we have room for someone who can't remember Liz's name. I just don't know if we... I guess for right now it doesn't even matter anyway, because we're heading back to... Yeah, that's fine. We're heading back to the tavern anyway. Just get me out of here. I'm just gonna loot this shit and go. Please make it. Please make... No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Yes, I would love to enter the area. I'm going to do some leveling up in between episodes. I will be sure to catch you guys up on what we chose next time. At level 4, druids might get a bunch of cool stuff, actually. I think normal druids get wild shape. I think mine's a little bit later, although maybe I get it too. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button on your way out. And remember, we're streaming these live every Tuesday and Thursday over on Twitch if you want to join in for the fun. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.